The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Miss Layla Gray, and you are listening to Off the Top Rope podcast. Y'all need to check out this interview. Check out my man, because he knows how to do his damn job. So check it out. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another brand new episode of the Top Rope Podcast. Yes, I'm Black Card. Yes, I am not in the hyper demeanor as I once was. Let's just say the beginning of the week, someone really crawled under my skin in a bad, negative way. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time, a lot of energy onto these two cocksuckers, but I want to give a special thank you for giving me the metamorphosis to turn into another persona in my heel imagery. So no more of the yelling, no more of the bitching, the crying, complaining, none of that. I was going to be the silent, decisive, key play, wordplay journalists. So thank you, cocksuckers. Y'all know who the fuck that you guys are for bringing this new, kind of calm, learn how to take things slow, but more importantly, not giving the energy, more of my precious energy into the people and scumbags like you in the world that is afraid of their motherfucking skin color. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Moving on from that, y'all know how to follow us. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook groups, Off the Top Rope Podcast. Y'all know the drill. Shout out to every podcast that's been rocking with us from day one, rocking with us currently right now. From the listeners to the viewers to the plays, hit that like, share, subscribe button below. Y'all know the whole damn deal. Follow us, YouTube, Anchor, Radio Public, Google, everything else I'm probably going to say. I'm probably going to miss a few things. Stitcher, Cashbox, Pocket Cast, Audio, Spotify, Breaker, Radio Republic. There's plenty more that I'm going to try to tackle. But y'all know what we're going to do today. This is the last week of wrestling, but there will be no key questions today, because I think a majority of all our time and energy is going to be put into the latest releases from WWE and the Jon Moxley inpatient treatment that he just went into on Tuesday. We wish him nothing but the love. He definitely seen the signs that he needed help, and he got the help that he really needed. We're going to talk about that later. Before we get into the last week of taping, two-time OTTR champion, Big Mike's at the bottom with me. Of course, my favorite guy in the whole world in the group, Cyber Ye, my underboss, and a person that's going to be with me tomorrow at Beyond Wrestling's Reverse the Curse event. E. Dukes or Concierge will be in the building. Playboy Maverico, El Maverico, unless he's fixed up his face mask, he'll be on shortly with us. How you guys doing this week?
It's been a rough week, man, in general, not just in the wrestling world, but also in my neck of the woods as well. As some of y'all know, I'm an educator outside of here. If y'all don't know, surprise, the biggest shit talker is also an educator. Had a very unfortunate turn of events. Just to kind of briefly recap it. Thursday night, I had one of my seniors actually pass away from a head-on collision with a drunk driver. He got ejected out of the car and he was killed. So it was real somber. He was a football player too. So he at the game that following night, it was real rough. So kind of a little bit of a rough week, but we're gonna get through it the best we can. Coming here, to recap the week of wrestling should help a little bit for me, but other than that, we're doing the best we can. So
indeed, we send our condolences to this person, and we greatly support you, Cyber. If you ever just need us to talk or whatever, you know how to find us. And this goes for everyone that you have things that's going on. If you got something that you need to get out, and just please reach out to someone, reach out to a friend, reach out to a family, reach out to anybody, man. Don't think you are alone in this world, because there's a lot of us here that probably feel the same way. You are not alone in this world. Please seek help. If you really do need help and you know that, seek help. Dukes, what's up with you?
Just back here chilling, but I got a whole lot more to say in this podcast. Stay
I'll
tuned,
leave.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'll leave to it. Big Mike, your fellow two-time OTTR champion. I'll take it. I'll love you. Take his belt at Full Gear in the next week and a half. But until then, I'll give him his gratitude with his due. Don't you shake your head at me, boy.
I'm in here. We chilling. Still gonna say shout out to my followers. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves, man. Shout out to Atlanta Braves doing America proud, taking out them cheating ass Astros. Shout out, man. My man Freddie Freeman in the building.
Don't
My man
hate.
Freddie, but that's a different statement.
Big Mike, please don't make this man bring out that Astros hat. Please don't.
Oh, he's not gonna do it now. He's not gonna do it now. They over there crying in the corner.
Are you gonna throw? Wait, sir, are you gonna throw the Atlanta Braves hat for you?
No, I'm not a Braves fan. I don't care.
Then let's not go that far deep into it. Let's not go too far deep into it then. Oh boy, you already brought out the kryptonite tonight. Oh man. And last but not least, coming from his day job is El Mafico, which we see nothing but blaze of sun in my face.
Clearly, he's so bright.
My bad. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. My phone overheated because it was sitting on my dash and the sun was messing with it. But shout out to everybody who listens and follows. It's Saturday. I hope everyone's having a great day. Let's get this going.
You know, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what day it is. You know what beginning of the week. It's Monday Night Raw. You know what hell goes down. Let's get into it. Becky Lynch defeats Bianca Belair to retain the Raw Women's title using a roll-up as the finish. I know some people got some controversial moments when it comes to that, but if you want to prolong the story, you're going to have to do some cheap way out. And the only way cheap way out is that the heel got to win by cheating, obviously. Austin Theory defeats Rey Mysterio for disqualification. Dominic punches Austin, and he gets caught. Such stupid booking right there. Big E, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens' promo. Seth questions Big E's level as champion, goes face-to-face confrontation, go back and forth until Kevin Owens arrives and interrupts. His promo fuels the AEW rumors that he can be here for either 3 more years or 3 more months. So yes, folks, he laid it out on the line. Now, Vince McMahon is probably saying to himself, we got to sign this dude. Or maybe Vince McMahon is already saying, you know what, I wash my hands and I'm done with this kid. Let him walk. I don't care. But as this progressed, eventually, Kevin Owens challenges Big E to a match later on the night. That's going to be part of the main event. Big E accepts. So that's your main event for the night. Queen Selena and Carmella defeats Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash. I'm going to smell this coming from a mile away. Queen Selena and Carmella's going to be your new women's tag team champions. Sorry, folks. Might have to spoil it, but that's going to happen. Then Chad Gable offers help to Big E. Big E refuses. After that refusal, Finn Balor defeats Chad Gable. Whatever. Veer is turned into Veer Mahan. Now, does that abbreviation sound like Vince McMahon to some people? Maybe that's just me that thought about it, or probably heard it, but whatever. Dirty Dogs defeats the Street Profits. Omos gets involved in the match at the very end, causes a distraction. That's how the heels won. But Omos just destroys everyone, including Riddle, trying to come out to make the save. No one spared. The match of the night, to me, Damian Priest defeats T-Bar in a no disqualification match. Great match. And to the people that want to say wrestling is fake, look at that man's body scars. We're crying out fucking loud. If no basketball player can do this shit, then I don't want to hear no one running their mouth about this. Please don't. Or me and you, we'll have an intensive argument on social media, and I don't care. I'm a guy with a loose, I'm a guy that's like a broken safety off a gun. I do not know when to stop. So I don't want to hear nothing about this. After the match, Apollo comes out. He makes a challenge to Damian Priest for the United States title. So obviously that's going to be happening with that. Next, we get 6 minutes or 4 minutes or 24/7 crap, which I don't know why this thing is still on my television screens. Becky Lynch celebrates her latest victory, but Liv Morgan has her sights on Becky's title. And last but not least, Big E defeats Kevin Owens. Seth Rollins gets involved in the match during the end. Big E gets confused about what the hell was going on as Kevin's trying to plead his case to him. But what happens? He gets hit with the big end to end his troubles. A pissed off KO challenges Seth Rollins to a match the following week on Monday Night Raw. And that's how we just end Monday night. Like I said, there's no key questions. So I don't know, y'all guys want to talk about this real quick before we move on, or it's not good enough.
I got something to say.
Next.
Fire away, Dukes.
Yo, if you must know something, they brought back something old school a little bit. Carmella and Queen Vega,
Zelina.
whatever. They might have lay cool. If y'all remember about lay cool,
Okay, we don't care about Late Cool, but just keep on going with your point.
that's a tag team in itself, and it seems like they bringing it back now with these two straight up rejects of women wrestling, which right now women wrestling is basically going down to the trash.
Listen, this whole women's tag team division is trash. There's barely no tag teams left.
They got
Barely none, and then you're just putting two random people together to have a team, and you're going to try to sell me like this? Exactly what you just did with Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, which I did not agree with at first, but now I'm okay with it now because there's no tag teams left. I don't know any more that I can really say about this. No one else wants to talk about Raw? Cool, we're moving on. Tuesday night, the NXT 2.0 bullshit crap. And I got one thing to say about this whole thing. And shout out to Blue Control for this, because he actually kind of got me thinking, like, yo, we can't say the G word whenever it comes to Robert Stone, the Lex Luger, Miro's wife. We gotta change that name, because we're gonna be offended the LGBTQ community, and I don't want to catch them on fire because of this. So we gotta change the new name where we say Robert Stone, Lex Luger, Miro's wife, and the other person that we all mutually hate and just despise. We got to try to create a new name. I want to talk about this right now. We'll talk about it later. Opens up with Mandy Rose, basically the baddest bitch in the game, talks to Attraction, attacks Zoe Starks backstage, takes her out of commission. Io Shirai comes out and talks her shit. Talks to Attraction, getting gang up on them until Casey Canizaro and Kaden Carter even the odds. Yeah, here we go again with this. Duke Hudson, Cameron Grimes is Duke's Poker Room, which is a basic knockoff of Johnny Swingers' casino show that he had on Impact. My God. Dakota Kai defeats Cora Jade. Dakota heals Metamorphosis as she's twitching and trying to fight the urge and not go below the belt, but she's going to come close to it. Maybe not now, but next week. This whole Robert Stone and Zaya Quinn sing skit, I can't say the G word anymore, so I just said, miserable, hot garbage. I turned off my TV. I watched RDC World Video Game House for hours. I just kept laughing at that instead. Because this shit is not what the hell I used to remember from NXT. And I do not like what the direction is going in now. People's going to have a lot of shit to say about me, but I don't give a flying fuck what you think. You mean to tell me that Triple H's NXT was worse than Vince McMahon's NXT 2.0? Please unsubscribe to this fucking channel, because this is when you are a doppelganger to the corporate companies. I'm fucking sorry for your miserable little twats that thinking this is the best thing since sliced fucking bread, and this is basically processed food going into your stomach like McDonald's. Ew. Do you guys not see what the hell I'm watching? Oh, but of course, this might actually poke at some people that may feel some type of way. The new millennials that may feel some type of way about this whole thing. Oh, you just old school using it. I'm like, you're damn right I am. I was brought up in a way where this shit was unacceptable. And now this thing to me, I'm sorry. If I can see the Miz doing this shit now, and what's that show? Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah.
He can get away with it because he looks like a guy that can pull off being a dancer. Zion Quinn, you made into a laughing stock in 3 weeks.
Yep.
With flying elbow to a wing clipper, and then all of a sudden now you got him doing this with Robert Stone, who barely even be on the damn show.
Screw 2.0, bring back the original NXT. I hate this shit. I swear to God.
Bring back NXT is what the hell I started.
Bring back the black and gold.
My NXT. They ruined my NXT.
Triple H got to be at home, shitting there, Mike. And I married into this family for this? You damn right, sir. You made a badass mistake.
The question is he going to come back?
Listen. Well, I hope and pray for the betterment of the company. He doesn't. I just think he needs to sell his shares, get his money, walk, and divorce Stephanie. Get the fuck away from her. Just please, my God.
Triple H to NXT confirmed. No, I mean not to NXT, but to AEW confirmed.
That's a death wish happening. That's like Vince Russo going to WCW. No, I cannot see that. I'll trust a plant like that you're so prone to one company for so long, and then you're going to go another one try to sabotage it. I don't trust that. Next, we get Joe Gacy and Harlan now officially a new cult. As I told you from before, that was going to happen. Legado de Fantasma defeats Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly, let your contract expire. Leave. Go to AEW. Form that Red Dragons tag team with Bobby Fish. Please, Tony.
Rumors going around.
If you listen to this, you got one person over there in AEW right now. You gotta get the other person, make that tag team in. Make that tag team, please.
What would be awesome though is there is a rumor going around. Kyle O'Reilly's going to walk after his contract expires. He goes to AEW. When Adam Cole turns on the Elite, he's got his old crew back.
Almost, except for one person though. That's Roger Strong.
It don't matter. Roger Strong came later. It was all about Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, but I just think if you're trying to do the click 4-on-4, you're gonna have one more person involved in that mix, and who better left?
You telling me that they won't release Roderick Strong as soon as he loses that title?
I don't know. I really don't, because that's sketchy right now for what's going on at NXT 2.0 right now. If I don't see him going to the main roster, the chances are he might actually be gone. You're right. He might. I don't know. So that's just tricky. Braun Breaker defeats Andre Chase in the squash match. Cuts a promo on the shortcomings, but he will get the NXT title in the rematch with Tommaso Ciampa eventually. Lashing out with Tony D'Angelo. Why do I care? Why do I care about this? Solo Sikoa defeats Jet Rama, one of the latest releases from the WWE, in a squash match too. So I don't know what more I can really say about this. This whole Boa and Grayson Waller, trash. Straight utter trash. Kaylee Ray returns next week. Tommaso Ciampa calls himself the god of NXT 2.0 till Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams come out to interrupt. As long as Carmelo Hayes has the North American title, Ciampa can take the back seat. So we all know what they're going to try to gear up with this. But afterwards, after Tommaso Ciampa's leaving, John Gargano comes out. They have a face-to-face. Y'all know the history between the two of them. We may never know what's going to pop up with that. Or this could be the two's last hurrah before they both get released. I don't know. Or the contract expires. I don't know. Main event, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes defeats Johnny Gargano and Dex Lewis in the main event of that match. I've given up on NXT 2.0. I wanted to completely abolish this whole damn thing. If y'all want to talk about Impact and turn on y'all cameras, I should turn on my camera right now for NXT 2.0 now. Officially. If y'all want to try to do that for Impact, I'm gonna do this for NXT 2.0 now. Now I don't even want to. I don't want to hear. I don't want to cover this anymore. That's why Cyber. If you see that message I sent to you earlier the week, I'm like, yo, I wash my hands with this. I'm done. You can do NXT 2.0. I'm done.
No, I'm in the same boat right now too. I am done with 2.0. The only thing that I would cut, I'm not even calling it NXT. I'm calling it 2.0. It's not the same. And to top it all off, the only thing I would be wanting to cover is if they decide to go with this Gargano Ciampa thing again, because every time they have pulled out all the stops, they have done everything in these rivalries, and I loved it. But the only problem is, due to the fact Vince McMahon has his fingers in NXT now, I don't think it's going to be the same between Ciampa and Gargano, and that's the one thing I'm scared about. So I'm in the same boat with you. I don't want to cover it anymore.
Boys,
Can we get rid of NXT? Can we get rid of 2.0?
and keep Impact.
Yes. At least Impact is better than 2.0.
Hey, I'm sorry, Mike, man. You might be shaking your head at that, man, but I just gotta agree with both of them right now.
After that Moose promo, I'm kind of in that boat.
Listen,
I'm riding.
ever since the whole Robert Stone thing, I walked away. I'm like, there's no energy that I can give to the show anymore. I just can't. Not even if we would have brought Manny Rose and a Trish Stratus outfit, it still would bring me back.
Like even I'll put like this. Like what are you doing to Uso's brother is kind of like, all right.
No, they need to turn him into the next Umaga. That's the fuck.
That's what they're doing.
They need to turn into the next Umaga, skyrocket that motherfucker to face Samoa Joe, have a great series of matches with him, go up to the main roster, and beat the living shit out of your cousins. I would love that. Stand on your own two. Don't join the bloodline right now. Stand on your own 2 feet, damn it.
But then again, where is Samoa Joe at?
Samoa Joe's about to get released, bro. Nope, he's about to get released too, man.
He's injured. He's going to be released in this next round of releases.
Yeah,
I can feel
I have
it.
a funny feeling like, yo, Triple H can't save him this time around. And he's like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out or just release me. I don't care. Just let me go.
I see him being gone. I probably see Dominic Dijakovic being gone.
Dexter Loomis is definitely going to get that call up. They're
see-
going to need someone like him. That big boy deserves to be on the main event level right now. But what they're going to do with him? But what I'm afraid for Dexter Loomis is they're going to turn him into the Diamond Dallas Page. And you know how that shit went.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Since he already fits that persona, and Vince McMahon is so out of touch, this is what I fear for Dexter. That's why I'm like, he's in a no-win situation right now with NXT right now with that direction that they're going with that too.
And I sit back and remember last week I asked that question to me, like, all right, we I like to go for the money or we go for the happiness.
You would choose happiness.
I would choose happiness.
Happiness, big time.
Happiness.
It has to be.
Now you gotta sit back and be like, yeah, now you want to go with the happiness, but yet last time I said y'all was like, yeah. Y'all would take over the money.
I think I was the only one here that said I choose happiness too, because knowing myself, I don't like authority, but people want to paint you as an authority figure just because you're telling them what to do and how to necessarily do it. And they know that it's not going to work, they're going to look at you like you are just a rebellious person. Then they get rid of you then. So you're a yes man, you're safe, but you speak out for yourself, they look at you as disruptive.
Or it's like, yo, they control your way of process of thinking and how you talk. That's why certain wrestlers, if they go to the main roster, I feel bad for them. That's like how we were sitting there talking about a while back about MJF. If MJF goes to freaking WWE, honestly, the MJF of AEW is great. Go to WWE,
He would be Tate.
He would be a watered down Miz. Miz will own his ass.
Exactly. And he would be put in a box and he wouldn't be able to do what he's doing now. MJF is not stupid. Even though he said he would go to the WWE if he had the opportunity, I still think he wouldn't, because if what happened this week, if this isn't a sign to him that it's bad over there, then he's a dumbass.
And on top of that, if you keep on, and this one thing I just popped in my head real quick. Remember how all the releases that happened in ROH? Remember there's some wrestlers over there that's like named Rush and Bandito and all the Latino wrestlers. They're not going to. I'm telling you this right now. They're not going to WWE. They might head to New Japan. I mean, my bad, not New Japan, but AAA, MO.
CMLL. They can go anywhere. There's tons, there's thousands of independent promotions that they can go to, but not to cut you off, what's going to hurt not just the wrestlers, but the independent promotions as well, because you got the over fluctuate of releases along with Ring of Honor and WWE's releases now. People's going to have to go somewhere to work. And you're going to take food out of a lot of people that's been in the independent promotions for a while. They got a foothold in there to try and make space for these newcomers to come in and then take over their spot. That's fucked up. Forget about the TV shit. You got to worry about the indies. The indies is where people are like clicking their nails right now because they're like, yo, so what's going to happen when, say, like a Buddy Matthews come over? Or what if this guy comes over, this girl comes over? What's going to happen with me? There's a lot to this.
Buried. That's what's going to happen.
And this is what I see happening now in the next coming year or two. The indies and these smaller, what WWE considers these smaller promotions, they are going to get the power over this big company because they're going to put out better product. These networks are going to see that better product. They're going to start dropping these big promotions to air these smaller promotions, which means WWE is going to lose ground, which means it could start with Fox, which Fox has already been rumored to be looking at AEW already. They've been rumored at looking at them.
Well, what was the last Thursday night taping? The steroid stories, right? And in the steroid stories, they were literally talking, and they said that there were like not many promotions. There were so many different promotions for people to go to, right? Yes. Well, now, guess what? It's recycling. Like they say, everything recycles. And at this point in time, everything's recycling, and now there's more promotions for people to go to. WWE is not the destination for everybody anymore. It's wherever the hell they want to go now. Now that AEW has taken form, and now that
GCW has been on the good ride for the last 2 years. So people
exactly.
rather go to GCW to go anywhere else.
AAA, you know what I'm saying? All these little independent shows are now starting to make a destination for people where, hey, I don't have to go to Hollywood. I can go to New York. I can go to Atlanta. I can go here, and here, and still make a name for myself.
Exactly. This is the resurgence of the territory days, folks. Watch this going to be slowly surfacing up, and that'll be great for wrestling everywhere. Next, we're going to go to AEW Dynamite that happened on Wednesday. Some of y'all favorites of shows. Well, we'll get into that. Or we'll get to the part about that later. Kenny Omega opens up the show, face off against Allen 5 Angels. For some of you guys that don't know, these two had a series of matches from before Kenny was champion. I guess apparently Angels is painted to be as one of Kenny's greatest adversaries in the ring, which kind of goes well. But Kenny Omega eventually defeats him. He's trying to go for the kill. Till Hangman Adam Page comes out, makes the save, clutching onto the belt. He says, nah, you got 10 days to hold it, keep my seat warm. Y'all know the drill. Hangman Adam Page for AEW champion this time around, but as I'm going to go to later on, you'll see what I'm going to present next. Malachi Black is banned from ringside for the Rhodes and El Idolo match. CM Punk addresses John Moxley treatment. Thank you, CM Punk. This is why we need people like you out there in the wrestling industry, speaking for the voice of the voiceless that may think like you are alone. You are not alone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, CM Punk, for that direct message. I hope the world actually sees that. This is why people love CM Punk. I don't hear Roman see no type of shit like this. For some of y'all want to acknowledge y'all tribal chief, and y'all tribal chief can't even do that. Anyway, then he addresses Eddie Kingston's actions afterwards from last week. This whole promo was fire. Christian Cage, Jurassic Express gets payback on Super Click. Cage concerto the fuck out of Adam Cole. Cole sold it like a motherfucker too. FTR defeats Samurai del Sol, the former Kalisto for WWE and Aerostar, to retain the AAA tag team titles.
Lucha.
The Inner Circle
That was
and
funny.
Inner Circle and the American Top Team, they had a little promo going back and forth. Inner Circle chooses Sky, Paige, Junior DeSantos, Andrea
Andre Arlovsky.
Andre Arlovsky, and Dan Lambert. Oh,
Arlovsky's got some heavy hands, so if he really starts swinging, he's gonna hurt somebody.
They better hope he's pulling them punches, because let me tell you, it'll be a short night.
Go night.
And whoever the woman was in the OnlyFans line killed it.
Paige Van Zant, yes.
The OnlyFans line basically put her ass on the bench. Jamie Hayter defeats Anna Jay. She advances to the next round in the TBS title tournament. Then you see her, Rebel, and Britt Baker jumping Anna Jay till Tay Conti and Thunder Rosa come out to make the save themselves. Then get an MJF promo targeting Sting, the audience, Darby. My God, this dude's just razor hot fire.
Dude, I loved this promo, man.
But during the whole midst of it, Darby gets his revenge. He full sprint, full speed clothesline over the rail. God knows. This is a set of the match for them at Full Gear. Can't wait to see this. Andrade El Idolo has defeated Cody Rhodes thanks to the FTR, hiding underneath the ring, smacking him where he was going for the torpedo to the outside, smacking him with both belts. That's Andrade gets the win. Heels beat up on the babyface. Arn trying to get involved into it. Arn Tully's face to face, but that's not gonna fucking happen. Last but not least, the Lucha Bros end up making the save and going after FTR. So we all know this is not over between the both of them. They might as well do title versus title, AEW and AAA, tag team match, Full Gear, book it, Tony. And last but not least, thank the gods above for this. Miro, replacing John Moxley, defeats Orange Cassidy to advance to the finals to face Bryan Danielson at Full Gear. Yes, I said it. My champion is finally coming back on top.
I called this too, man.
Without the wife yet, but she gets involved at Full Gear. You see where this is going to be going, folks. So trust and believe, Miro's going to be champion at least by the middle of next year, if and only if.
Yes, and I feel sorry for Bryan Danielson on this one, because Miro is very dangerous right now, and he is hungry for a shot at that championship. And this is going to be the first big challenge that Adam Page is going to have after he beats Kenny Omega, and it's going to be a great match either way. So I definitely look forward to this. This is going to be really good.
But finally, for Miro though, just get away from the mid rank. Now you're in the top rank. Now you're this close. Now everything that WWE did not do with you, you're doing it here, bro. You are going to be a key part of the future for AEW. So I think that's a right move of bringing Miro into AEW, because we all said it. This is not the shit that we saw from him in WWE with that whole Bulgarian bullshit. Now we getting the real shit here, and it's working. I love it. So yes, Miro for champion, folks. Next, go ahead. Y'all can turn off your cameras now. Go ahead. Impact Wrestling. Go. No, you too, Cyber. Go.
Hey, okay.
Go.
Wait. No. I got to be here when you talk about Moose's promo, because that was fire.
Get out of here. That was last week.
That was last week.
Yeah,
that was last week, right? Yeah.
Yes, get out of here. Now go. Thursday night, Impact Wrestling. Laredo Kid defeats Steve Macklin, Black Taurus, and Raheem Raju in the fatal 4-way. He's going to be facing off against Trey Miguel for the X Division title at Hard to Kill, the pay-per-view coming up November 20th. Johnny Swinger raises funds for a new casino. Here we go again with this. The Inspiration recruits Kimberly and Brady Lauren to take out the Decay, because they're going to be defending the titles against them at Hard to Kill anyway. So might as well get a heads up. Eric Gunn defeats Jay Fidel with a mean-ass power driver that poor boy bounced his head. Oh, my God. Just the way that he sold it was hilarious. Then the Good Brothers and Finn Juice match ends up in a no contest because the Bullet Club laid out everybody. Hakulio, Chris Bay, Alpha Tasmo, they laid out everyone. But much as Cyber want to say about the whole Bullet Club versus the Elite, this is this is the build right here. Maybe because of Impact still got that open door for New Japan, but New Japan still got that open door for AEW. So right now you got this thing right here. 1, 2, this is New Japan right here. Boom, boom, but what's connecting these two? Nothing. It's like an A, just with it doesn't look like an A. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna see that coming to fruition next. Mickie James defeats Madison Rayne to retain the Impact Knockouts Women's Championship. Then Mercedes Martinez comes out. She cashes in on the challenge. She makes it official for Hard to Kill. So Mercedes Martinez and Mickie James are going to go one-on-one for the Impact Knockouts Championship. And Mercedes Martinez needs to win. Chris Sabin defeats Madman Fulton in a pretty good match. Chris Sabin is just the elderman of Impact Wrestling, and he's getting a lot of people over and still getting himself over. Then you got the main event. The main event was dope. Moose, W. Morrissey, and Minoru Suzuki defeated Matt Cardona, Eddie Edwards, and Josh Alexander in the main event in a 6-man tag. That was a great match. Morrissey looks like a fucking unbelievable monster. My God, bitch, man, you screwed up that one big time. I mean, excuse me. You didn't screw it up. He screwed himself up by getting himself fired. But then with the time away, got him fat, got him back in the shape, got his mind right. Now you're seeing this former version of him. I like it. This is what redemption does to you, ladies and gentlemen. We feel you're about to be on your down and out. You got to pick yourself right the fuck back up, get yourself cleaned up, and let's get back out there again. Morrissey's one of those people. So that's Impact Wrestling. You have to turn back on your cameras now. So with the closed door between them and AEW now, they're standing on their own too. I like what they're doing. They're steadying the course. They're not panicking. They're steadying the damn course. So that's what I respect about Impact. They're steadying their own course. Don't care what no one else got to say. They're going to do the shit that they want to do, and they do it. So we got to give them praise for that. Next, we're going to Friday Night SmackDown. What? Go ahead, Deuce. What was you about to say?
No, I'll put like this. I can't love what Impact is doing right now. They're like, I'll say, if it was back in the day, I'll probably say they're the ECW right now.
No, you mean NXT 2.0 is the WWE CW right now.
No.
No, because you cannot put Impact and them in the same context.
Impact and ECW?
No. I can't see the two comparisons. I can't.
Only from the fact that they're third. That's about it.
But then, all right. They have great young talent. Trey Miguel is a great young talent. Josh Alexander, great young talent. Mostly everybody that's in Impact are homegrown talent.
Some of them are homegrown. Other ones that became from other companies, and they made that into a home, and they get a better push than what they did over there.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, let me take that back. They're better utilized with Impact than what they did in WWE, whoever they came from there, or they came from independence, and this is their first major stop into the company. So when you go to other places like AEW, they can be better.
And that's the same thing on what ECW did years ago when they first.
But I don't see crazy death matches almost every day on my television screen.
They don't have any crazy death matches.
But they do that on the regular. Wait, Dukes. But they did that on a regular though. The audience were rabid. They wanted blood. You don't see that type of environment in Impact though.
No, I'm talking
now
about
GCW. If you want to make that comparison, yes, that's all the stepchild or a baby born from ECW, and this is what GCW is right now, along with XPW back then when Rob Black was running it. And XPW is still running currently to this day in California.
Well, the reason why I'm saying is just because how it was in the 90s, not what it was when Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko was there. When Jericho was there, you didn't get that much of a depth type of feel.
Okay.
You saw the technical wrestling.
Okay, and I understand that, but what also ECW was known for?
Extreme Championship Wrestling.
And do you see that
But,
in Impact Wrestling currently right now?
only with certain wrestlers, but
That's not my question. Do you see that in Impact Wrestling right now on a daily basis? Case in point, you see that more in GCW more than you would do with Impact.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. So those two comparisons just didn't add up to me about that.
All right.
Moving on to Friday Night SmackDown, the Bloodline, King Woods, Sir Kofi promo. Woods and Jimmy Uso gonna have a match for the main event. Who's bending down to who? Who's gonna be acknowledging the King, or King of the Ring, or King of the Brand? However that y'all want to paraphrase it, I don't care. Naomi defeats Shayna Baszler the first time. Sonya comes out, reverses the whole decision, rematched it. Shayna gets one over on Naomi. This whole Naomi versus authority thing, and this is your way to try to turn her heel, I'm not totally convinced at this point. I just don't. People say she should have been with the Bloodline, but they need a Samoan woman in there. And that's what we're going to talk about the releases. One of them could have fit that goddamn bill. But don't know what to say about that.
I know. I still think it's working because when she won, it was a moment. It was a good pop when it's like, oh, she did it, and then Sonya was like, haha, you thought. No, no, you did. No, it's working. It's a slow burn, but it's.
I mean, yeah, it's a slow burn, but for my black wrestlers out there, be black when it comes to y'all characters, please. Just do it. I mean, I don't know how to paraphrase it. I don't know. I just don't know how to paraphrase it because we see so many black wrestlers that had potential, that had the skill. And one of the greatest black tag teams, two of them, Harlem Heat and Crime Time. I'm sorry, because they pulled out the black card and they got over. You don't see that anymore. So I just wish Naomi wouldn't. I just wish Naomi just could have been like, you know what? Fuck this bitch. Slap Sonya on television. The Shane just comes from behind it and chokes her ass out. At least that much. Give me something of that nature. But you're not gonna give it to me right now, right?
Because they'll probably got the writers.
No, it just makes Naomi look weak as fuck.
Like I said, the writers make.
Bro, but listen, I don't think it's the writers, though. I think it's Vince. I think it's Vince and the racist card, bro. I'm sorry. I've been saying this shit to y'all for a minute. WWE is a racist ass. I don't give a shit what no one says. Some people might argue me about this. But how many other black champions are tokens? I'm gonna pause on that one.
Wait, how many
golden age right now?
Wait, you said how many are tokens?
How many black wrestlers in WWE right now are tokens for Vince? And then I said, "I'll wait."
The New Day.
Thank you, Cyber. Thank you. You know my biggest argument when it comes to R-Truth, but
because I'm sorry to say, R-Truth has, like, for the longest time, he should have been champion at least once.
Do we forget that he was the NWA champion back when he was in TNA?
And you're making a mockery, having them chase after the 24/7 time. That means nothing. Nothing.
And on top of that, he beat Ken Shamrock when he did it.
And this is the reason why I never go to WWE. And this is the reason why I never go to WWE because I'm like, y'all will know how the fuck to even handle me. Push me right. Nothing. And you give me some weak ass character that I'm gonna have to placate. I'd rather have you fire me right now before I sign on the damn dotted line. Forget it. Makes no damn sense to me. Why waste my time? Why waste
only-
other people's time?
only
Because they
thing
know for one thing, and I'm gonna give you a little history lesson, folks. America was built off of black people, and what the hell do we get for it? We get remedies and salaries and raped for our own shit by you know who, man. And the Native Americans got screwed over too, and they want to claim credit for what the hell the other entities have built in this country. And then we're seeing it in modernized form this day and age right now. I don't know how more clear I can say this to you folks. I might be targeted now, but I don't get you flying fucks. I really don't. I actually experienced it. And I'm like, this is America that we live in. I don't want to be here. I mean, well, not say be here, but I'll be an outlaw American to be like, no, I'm sitting on my own goddamn 2 feet, but what the hell I see is right or wrong. Sure, my position may be different, but looking at what they're trying to do to the 1619 Act, folks, they're trying to take that away from school. So they're trying to take away a valuable history lesson. Are you nuts? Come on now, folks. Now, if you ain't blindsided to see what the fuck the Congress is doing to your First Amendment rights, then we're all about to be fucked by next year. Big time fucked. And people are going to be more outlandish more than anything right now because they'd be like, oh my God, the worst. I'm like, no, this has all been set up for years. And you guys just don't see it. So, fuck you, WWE, racist ass pricks. Y'all niggas ain't shit. And yes, I am gonna say a bad word today because I've been kind of feeling like this for a long time now. And now you give me the arsenal to actually fucking saying this thing. Treat all black athletes better. Moving on. Then we get a new, oh man, and that's the only one thing I could give up for SmackDown. Shotzi. You sexy ass green-headed fucking heel. Yes, I like what they're doing with her. I don't know, but I like so far what they're doing. Just take away some of the makeup on her cheeks, please. That's just too much. Los Lotharios, right? Am I getting that thing correct? Angel Garza, her brother Carrillo defeats Mansoor and Cesaro. Cesaro, you stupid.
Poor Cesaro.
You should have not re-signed that goddamn deal. And if he gets released, you know I'm gonna throw a hissy fit at that one because I'm like, you dropped the ball with him too for a long ass motherfucking time. Sorry,
I'm
getting out of character here.
I'm throwing a party for him if he gets released because then he can go do whatever the hell he wants.
We popping balls for him. I'm like, yo, yeah, he's free. Oh man. So that's something I don't like seeing, but whatever. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. Sami Zayn, Jeff Hardy, and the Aaliyah segment. I said it last night in the bubble. Jeff Hardy just trying to get in them draws. He wants that young petite ass in his bed. And Sami just cock blocked him. That's what I got to say about that. Drew McIntyre's open challenge again. He defeats Ricochet in a good match. As he's trying to hit the moonsault on the top. He gets Claymore right to the face. Why is that reminding me of Sheamus bro kicking Matt Riddle at one WrestleMania where he tried to do the moonsault sprint and he landed right on his chin.
Off the second row.
Similar thing, but whatever. I could go else with this. Happy Talk with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, special guest Viking Raiders. This BS that led up to Viking Raiders defeating Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss by count out. This is the Corbin mid-card vortex. And I feel just so bad for what the hell anyone got to work with Corbin, even he's a good guy behind the scenes. But this is where if you can get past this, you're going to be here for the rest of your holding career. There's no turn back from that. Sami Zayn and Hit Row. I'm going to save my energy for the end of this because when we go down the list of the releases, we got to have a lot of shit to say. So this was a proper intro to SmackDown, which was kind of funny. Ha ha ha. But the main event, King Woods defeats Jimmy Uso as Jimmy is about to bow down to the new king. Roman comes from out of nowhere on some Randy Orton shit and super punches King Woods. Bloodline gets one over on the New Day. Who's your new king now? Roman picks up the scepter, play around with it to get the boo, to get some heat. And that's how we end SmackDown. So I guess what you guys are seeing is true about Xavier about to get that Universal title push to face Roman. Is that too close too soon? Yes, it is. He should go after the IC title first, then work his way up. But you know how Vince is. If he got the hot hand, he's feeding him the Roman. Anyways, then at the 10 o'clock slot on the next channel on TNT is AEW Rampage. Bryan Danielson defeats Anthony Bowens. Oh my God, Max Caster just his freestyle, man. Just man, just I can't remember off the top of my head, but he did say something like, "I end your career faster than your father-in-law's."
AEW Rampage. Listen. Yo. The Acclaim. We only do numbers, but this guy's too busy growing cucumbers. Don't be mad at me, bro, because you only known for your wife's reality show. And you should eat some eggs. Look at Bowen's arms, they're bigger than your legs. I'ma put you in the poverty, dog, because I end careers quicker than your father-in-law.
And the crowd just went nuts. I don't know who Brie Bella's dad is and stuff like that.
John Laurinaitis.
That's his father?
That's
John Laurinaitis.
right. It's married to their mother.
His brother.
Oh, that part makes so much more sense now.
Wow.
What the shit?
Yeah, John Laurinaitis is married to Bella's mother.
Man. That's a huge curveball to my face. And I just got hit with Q Bone's bone right to the noggin on my head. That shit hurts. That shit fucking hurts me right now. What?
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson, you not know any better? Oh, damn. But
come on, you take a look at that.
No, I don't need to take a look at anything because just me pitching John Laurinaitis' face, I totally feel like Jim Cornette want to punch him in the face now. So I don't want to talk about that. Moving on. Andre Idolo,
so much better though.
Yes, it does. But that went over my head when I heard that. I'm like,
it went
who
over
the hell's
my
the
head when I
father-in-law?
heard it too.
So I'm like, okay, I'm about to dig into this. So Andre El Idolo pays MJF more money for FTR services till Full Gear. Dax Harwood issues a challenge to Pac, set up for next week, and that's what we're going to get for the next upcoming AEW Dynamite. The CM Punk and Eddie Kingston face-to-face promo. Ooh-wee. That was heated. It was from the heart from both these guys. They have history, and all I can remember was Eddie Kingston's final words is saying, "Go leave, go quit another 7 years and don't ever come back" speech. And CM Punk just headbutts him, brawl about to suit out. They get pushed away and shit. Tony Khan made that announcement. Them two gonna be facing off at Full Gear. So this is like, I don't know who's CM Punk and who's Eddie Kingston out of me and Mike right now, but if I really got to say something, I probably have to say myself, I have to be CM Punk. You have to be Eddie Kingston right now because you talk the most shit out of me and you talk the most shit.
I loved this. It was just so good.
It was so
you
good.
brought the old CM Punk out. That you gotta give props to Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston will push their damn buttons.
You gotta get props to both these motherfuckers. And
it was so good. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying it was so good because Eddie Kingston, if I'm not mistaken, is supposed to be the heel in this, but he was so good that the crowd, like, I haven't seen anyone take the crowd from CM Punk since he's been back, and they were cheering for Eddie by the end. Like, I was like, yo, this might be his moment.
Yeah, because you got two baby faces right now, face-to-face confrontations, right? The week before, CM Punk tried to portray Eddie Kingston as a heel to the fans. So he's trying to sell him. He's the baby face. He's the heel. You know what I'm saying? But when Eddie comes in and, the fans are changing. So they don't want no goody two shoes babyface. They want a hard nosed babyface that would stand up for himself. Eddie Kingston fits that bill. So when Eddie Kingston came out and he cut his words, his promo. That's how he got cheers behind him. So I think it's the battle between who's going to come out as the heel by Full Gear, Eddie or CM Punk. I think CM Punk is going to walk out as the heel because people's not paying attention to what the hell he's been saying, but the crowd is going to get behind Eddie regardless because he gives his blood, sweat, and tears. He never quits. He's been around for years, unlike someone that's been away for 7 years because he lost the love speech. And they're going to try to fuel that. CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, we can get that match later on in life at double or nothing by May of next year. Or Revolution by next year, because that's in February. Give me that. Either way it goes, or you can wait up for another year. Give me it later. And you can do a slow build like you did with The Rock and John Cena for one whole year. Slow ass build to get to the big pay-per-view, to the big number one match that people are going to die and pay their hard-earned money to see. Or stream it, for that matter. So I like what this is going with this. Red Velvet defeats the Bunny to advance to the next round in the TBS title. So she's going to be facing against Jade Cargill. I'm sorry. Jay, baby girl, you may have the body, but you just do not have the moves. I'm sorry. That's like a video vixen model. She got all the body, but she just can't suck dick. And I don't want her. Moving on. Christian Cage and Jurassic Express challenge Super Click to a Falls Count Anywhere match at Full Gear. I like to see that. And last but not least, Adam Cole defeats John Silver in the main event of Rampage. So that was your last week of wrestling. Like I said to y'all before, we're not going to do any key questions. We're just going to talk about the latest releases. So Thursday, folks, was another round of releases from WWE. And I'm going to read down the list. The latest releases are Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Nia Jax, Harry Storm, the son of Davey Boy Smith, Eva Marie, Mia Yim, Starlet, Ember Moon, Frankie Monet, Oni Larkin, B-Fab, Jesse Kamea, Zeta Raymer, Trey Baxter, Katrina Cortez, Jeef Rama, Grand Metalik, and Lance Dorado. And out of all these guys, 4 of them were released because of not being vaccinated. 2 of them were being repackaged, as we see the whole Bearcat Lee and the repackaging of Karrion Kross because the whole Salter thing was not fucking working. Nia Jax have requested more time off for mental illness reasons. But as we kind of talked about this earlier, they already gave her mandate to come back sometime in November. But when she asked for no more time, she's part of that list. And B-Fab, who just recently signed her contract the week prior to the release, gets released a week afterwards. So that's more shocking than anything else. So I'll let y'all take y'all time and talk about these releases, how y'all feel. I know Deuce wants to go fucking first because he's been waiting for this for 2 days now. So let's get this anger and frustration out the way, and please breathe.
Hold up.
Take a deep breath.
Fuck you, WWE. You know you ain't shit.
There we go.
There it is. There it is.
Fuck you, Vince, for what the fuck he is doing. Cutting top talent.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Do some more thing. WWE had announced their annually third quarter revenue report, which was $256.8 million that they raked in during the third quarter. And this was before they done their releases. Now we can go.
All right. Hold up.
Oh, and one more set of news too. Ring of Honor is $12.5 million in debt. That's why they closed down. Yeah.
Here we go.
Ahead,
Dukes is about to go off. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'll finish. Go ahead.
He's setting up too.
Fuck you, WWE. You ain't shit. for what you've done to all these wrestlers. Karrion Cross, his fiance slash wife, Scarlett Bordeaux, Mia Yim, Keith Lee, B Fab, Nia Jax, Oney Larkin. Let me remind you, mostly half these wrestlers on his name were part of NXT 1.0, the black and yellow brand. I feel sorry for you, Triple H. I remember last week I said I'll hit you with the pedigree. You know what? That pedigree is going towards your father-in-law. With the baby powder slap and a super kick. For what the hell you just did. Now you're open up for the indies. Your greatest opponent to come after them. B-Fab, I feel sorry for you. You signed a contract a week before you got released by a Jax. You're on your mental health. You're doing your mental health thing. I got no problem with that. Mental health is a bitch.
But this more to her. Wait, but there's more to her story though, besides the mental illness thing. But I'll let you continue.
The mental health, and I understand about the mental health because that's kind of a sensitive topic, some subject. But if that had issues with it, that's wrong. But if it's the wrestling, then I understand. The way they're drawing up is the mental health. So, but what you doing to Karrion Cross, that's fucked up. And on top of that, what the hell you do with his wife? I haven't seen her on TV since NXT. Now, let me remind you, WWE, because you just know you just open up the doors for your competition like the MLW, New Japan. Oh yeah, my bad. Impact and AEW. I know you don't like to see those wrestlers.
GCW as well. Can't forget about them.
My bad. GCW.
CM, you know what I'm saying? CMLL as well too. There's a lot of companies out there, as I keep telling y'all. The indies are going to be swarming with mad of these releases that's looking for new work.
But the reason why
not just the bigger companies, as I keep telling y'all.
All right, I know there's a whole lot of indie wrestling companies. I just named a few just for right now.
Shit, man, the Monster Factory, shit, East Coast Professional Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Magic. There's many promotions in Florida, for crying out loud, Texas, New York, Texas, Chicago, they're everywhere, bro, including Cali. Everywhere, including overseas, Germany, Australia. People can go anywhere now because why? They're independent workers now. They can be the boss of their own shit. If they want to say, you know what, I can't do this booking next week, but I can definitely make the one afterwards, or this one gets canceled. What promotions out there that needs an extra body? I can make the trip. That's how they make money. And do you not know how many? And fun fact, folks, the minimum wage of independent wrestlers are $500 a week. $500 a week. You get paid. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I was myself, I'm getting my ass in that wrestling ring. I can make about a good $2-3 grand a month, depending on how many bookings and how my book and shit like that. If I'm like, depending on where on the card, that's your pay rate. But there's other ways around it though. But I get it though. I get it from you, Dukes. What are you trying to say? Go ahead. Fuck WWE. You ain't shit.
But no, all the seriousness, you know what? I can see the potential landing spot for these wrestlers. I can see them have the MLW. I can see them have all these major companies. But there's this one particular with this particular wrestlers. B Fab, I see you head over to Impact. I would love to see you with Tasha Steelz. Hmm. But Jordan, but that's a different topic on us. But
And you can't forget Savannah Evans too, because she's with Tasha as well. Tasha can have her own little collective if she wants to.
hmm and that's why I say I see it with Tasha Steelz because that little hip hop flair and style meshes with that meshes well with that group. But WWE, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but in my mind, if I see a couple more wrestlers being released, I swear to you, I know a few of them they might be released up an upcoming quarter. I'm going to head down to where y'all at in Connecticut. Triple H, don't worry about this because this ain't for you. This is for you, your old 70, 80-year-old, wrinkly old ass. You see, I got a 13 size foot. And I'm gonna shine this some bitch real shiny.
Real nice.
Real nice and leather like.
Turn that some bitch sideways. And stick it straight up your candy ass.
No, I see it ain't gonna be no candy asses. It's going straight up his ass. I'm gonna leave it there. About 4 foot in his ass. While about 4 foot in his ass, I'm still pin slapping him from left to right, all up in the groove. Because what he's doing is wrong for his company. Now you try to bring up more newer faces, which they're not gonna be ready yet. You should have stayed with the wrestlers you had. Because now it's gonna mess up with what is out there for your company. Now, what happened? Now, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna be brought up to replace them? Because one is carrying cross and Keith Lee was what both on Raw, right? Now, what's gonna happen to their availabilities for their roster spots?
They hardly were even really being utilized. I mean, Karrion Kross, he was being used in squash matches. Same thing with Keith Lee. Those were like 2 to 3 minute matches. I mean, they could easily extend the main event or any other match that they have going on to cover that time. So it's not really an issue of what they're going to do to fill those spots. It's okay, we have more time to put towards, other bull crap.
And you know the one thing about WWE is once you walk out, it's like that whole revolving door. People that walk in, stay there, they're gonna walk right back out. Someone else is gonna come right in. It's all one big ass machine. No matter who walks in, someone else is gonna walk out. And someone else is gonna be the next man up to take that spot. Or they're gonna be handpicked to take that spot and give it as a test. See if they can handle it. If they can handle it, okay, well, then we're gonna put you here. Do this, do this. And that's how the shit starts.
And this is why when people ask me, "Oh, will you go for the money or you go for happiness?" I'd rather go for the happiness.
We heard you. You said that before.
And I'll and the craziest part is more so of I'd rather have complete control for what I'm doing than somebody destroy what I can actually do to bring in for the company. And out of 10 times, what WWE has done, they destroyed. if this will tell you something even more. If your company's one of your company's legends will sit there and tell y'all, give you a fair warning, do not if you want creative control, do not go to WWE, go to somewhere else because they might mess with what you're doing. And that's Mick Foley. If Mick Foley had to tell you this, and he's a legend for the WWE industry, if he had to tell y'all that, listen to what he actually had to tell you because he's speaking the facts. Do not listen to, I'm sorry to say, do not listen to Booker T. Do not listen to all the other wrestlers that was going to tell you, all right, stay with WWE. Do this, do that. No, listen to the wrestlers that been there before, that been there the longest. Listen to Stone Cold. Listen to Mick. Listen, hell, listen to Undertaker. Because I'll probably bet you Undertaker probably sitting back there just wondering what the hell is going on with the company.
He's probably saying it is what it is. Vince McMahon's the boss. He calls the shots. Whatever the view that he thinks of what he wants to his wrestlers, and you're not going to bring it out of him, or he's not going to get it out of you, then you got to go. Someone else will come in and take over the fold. The key question is expecting the people that's going to come in to the warehouse, come into the performance center, and have no experience, like myself, who have no experience at going in and one way and one way only. Can you do that? Can you, Dukes, can you say to yourself, I'm going to go down there for 6 months. I'm going to go do this with no background experience, even if you have a football background. Yes, you do. And they'll try to utilize that a lot when it comes to your training. So, and they don't see potential you within 6 months, are you going to come right the fuck back home?
No.
So what would you do?
Honestly, that's all I probably would do. This is just my creative thinking. I probably would, if another company won't want you, if one company don't want you, another company will. It's just like dating. It's just like just like the old saying, like
One
another
man's trash
person.
is another man's treasure.
Yep.
Okay.
Take a look at, because you take a look at.
Make this your last point, man, because these two still gotta go, man. You took up a lot of time.
My fault, gentlemen, but it's just that. Take a look at certain wrestlers that left the company, and take a look at how better they're doing now than what they are when it was into that company. That's all I have to say about that.
Grind. It's definitely a grind.
Big Mike, fellow two-time OTTR champion, bastard. You got the floor.
I mean, like, it was just, I thought it's getting ridiculous. Like, I thought it was fake. Like, when I saw, I was like, oh, this is just some fake Twitter story, because BFAP was just on TV a week ago. Like, they did all of this rebranding with Karrion Kross for what? I wasn't surprised that his girl got cut, because the writing was on the wall for her when she didn't get called up with him. Like, why would they pay her if they're not going to use her? But like Keith Lee, that just didn't feel right. Mia Yim, that just didn't feel right. Even Ember Moon, like, it just Orny Loken, like, I just, like you said, it's like they're whitewashing Triple H's NXT. Like, it's just a complete commercialized version. Like,
Yeah, WWECW and NXT. That's the sad fucking part. That's what I said to myself just the other day. I'm like, this is what the fuck that they're doing. Triple H has got to be at home, probably pissed off, and Stephanie's in the middle of the shit. She can't do nothing between her husband and her dad. That's fucked up. Like, now he's in a situation where he has to look at his next future steps or what's going to happen or what he chooses to do. And looking at this list, especially Keith Lee, and I don't mean to butt in on that one, but yeah, this hurts Triple H more than anybody on this list. Because he's saying this was people that I have manufactured and I given gems to you, and you mean to tell me that you can't utilize them, or you see nothing, or my vision and your vision are totally far off? How the fuck do we coexist after all this time?
Yeah, I just sat there and thought about something. Only two of the NXT champions actually hold a title recently are only left in the main are the only Ciampa and Finn Balor are the only two left.
And Johnny,
technically. And Johnny too.
All right,
yeah, Johnny Gargano.
Three are the main roster champions for the last 2 years. All gone.
That doesn't bode well for the rest of the ones that are still down in NXT and hoping that something's going to happen with them.
That's why Gargano and Ciampa are probably going to be next up, because one's contract is about to be expiring
next
month. The
other
one, and Ciampa, his time's coming soon too. Well, he might just be wishing for that luck himself.
But overall,
yeah,
with me in regards to these releases, I was in the same boat as Mike. I was like, man, this gotta be garbage, man. This can't actually be going on. But then I actually dug into social media. I saw Frankie Monet posting that she was cut, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. For one thing, for her to get cut, and she has only realistically been in NXT for how long? Not even a year.
Not even a year.
I don't even
Not
know
even a year.
Not even a year, like 6 months.
Yeah. So 6 months for her. Keith Lee, after that momentum he had going into Survivor Series 2 years ago, that should have been the sign to Vince McMahon. Strap a rocket to this guy, shoot him to the moon. Let's go. Let's put him to the top. Let's get a young guy in here. Let's get some work done. No. Turns around, he goes back to NXT. He wins both the NXT title and the North American Championship, holds them simultaneously. And, if anything, that should have been the time. Vince McMahon should have plucked him out of NXT, put him in the mix with the headliners, and tell him, okay, now's your time to sink or swim. You've already shown us you could do it through Survivor Series. And after that whole Saudi situation and everybody got held up and they had to have NXT invade SmackDown to cover the show, they should have done something with it right then and there and had him run with it. But to wind up doing all this that they did to him, repackage him, Bearcat Lee, all this other stuff, that was stupid. And already Keith Lee came out and said, that was not my idea. And he didn't like the idea. Neither did Killer Cross. He didn't like the idea either of how they repackaged him. And to have Scarlett nowhere to be found after he got moved up to the main roster. It was just bad call after bad call after bad call with these people coming up from NXT and having someone come up, with Hit Row and not even be there a week and cut them loose without even giving her an opportunity to have a match. What are they thinking? Is I'm determined Vince McMahon is totally mental at this point. He is not of sound mind, and he is just completely destroying everything. What is he trying to do? Strip WWE down to the bare bones and then sell it? That's what I'm starting to think now.
It doesn't even make sense. Like, no disrespect to B-Fab, but how much could she really have been making to be in this budget cut thing? Like, how much was she really making if they couldn't afford her? Like, I'm not trying to shit on her, but for real, like, she not making, like we discussed, Eva Marie cost them money. So I'm not surprised Eva Marie cost. Like, that's money.
Yeah, but you gotta look at a lot of people below.
She gotta still be on her developmental contract.
True, but then you gotta look at the other people too, like Jesse, Zeta, Trey Parker, Katrina, and the rest of these guys. Like there's a
Exactly.
few
Like,
of
how
them
much
that
money are
were
they
just
making?
jobbers too. So imagine how they felt that they came into the performance center training. You started getting a little practice, even though you get squashed in like 30 fucking seconds. And then you probably getting paid like $1,000, maybe $1,500 a week. And now that shit's gone. Now you right back to square one. Can't reach
Mhm.
the foot at the door. BFAB probably got more money because she was in an established coalition that benefited for all of them, not just one person. You know what I'm saying? So, and that one, yeah, man, I can't wait to win. I can't wait to win.
And even if she can't wrestle, like, look how long Meryl's wife was running around not being able to wrestle. Like, she couldn't learn on the fly. Like, she had a distinctive look that fit the stable that they're promoting. Like,
Exactly. But also, too, I think with Miro's wife, I think after he left and he signed with AEW, I think she already had it in her mind that she wanted to leave after that. And I think she voiced that to WWE, and I think that's why they just cut her loose. It's because she was already thinking about leaving. But this current crop of talent that they cut loose, these were a lot of people that had the biggest potential in the world to be the next generational superstars for WWE, and to fortify their longevity 5-10 years down the road. But with Vince having this dumbass idea of, oh, for women, I only want anyone 25 or under for us to bring them in and to have them on the shows. And now he's going further by taking over NXT 2.0, getting rid of the people who are over a certain age. Like Ciampa and Gargano are both on that chopping block. I could easily see them leaving next. The NXT title will get taken off of Ciampa one way or another. Like if they make if they do the Ciampa Gargano match, they throw Breaker in there. If Breaker or any one of these young talents gets put into a 3-way with them, I can tell you this: that person that's that third person, that person's gonna win. And then what's gonna happen? Vince McMahon in one fell swoop is gonna get rid of both of them. And then after that, Triple H ain't gonna come back, because everything that he built with NXT from the beginning, building it up, seeing it all torn down, seeing all this talent being misused and then thrown away, he's not going to put up with it anymore. Could I see him pop up with another promotion or make his own potentially? There's been even some outlandish rumors about that, about Triple H even making his own brand, which, I mean, you're going to have a lot of backing with that, or else you're going to have a network behind you to do that, which I don't know. I mean, the only other thing I can think of, if he's not trying to sell the WWE, is he's doing this to free up some money. He might go after ROH. He might turn around and say, AEW, I'm taking this away from you. I'm not going to buy the library. I'm going to buy the whole damn thing. And that includes the contracts. But from rumor has it, quite a few of their wrestlers have already been given approval to be relieved from their contracts so they can go other places. So it wouldn't be a very big pool, but still there would be a pool nonetheless. And, Vince could be getting ready to do that too. So it's really up in the air. But like I said, this whole massive amount of releases that WWE has done, it's wasted talent. It's shameful. Their names have been degraded due to the fact they've been with WWE and they haven't done anything with them.
First things first, finally Keith Lee is fucking free. I want to hear what the fuck he has to say about a lot of this shit, because I know deep inside he gotta be upset. First and foremost,
he'll wait the 90 days. He'll wait the 90 days.
I mean, he got no other choice. But oh man, just the whole journey for Keith Lee, just itself. How did Vince McMahon screw this shit up? Are you fucking kidding me? You had an athletic big man that can do more than what most big men in your company can ever do at any point in time when they was involved in this company. So
it was his company before.
But no, but what I mean by that, I mean like compared to other big men that came in, they've probably done a little bit more to try to stand out from the typical big guy imagery that WWE is so personified of being. Keith Lee was bringing that mold. Like, you could be a big, chubby, fat motherfucker, but I can still move and flex on your ass in the ring. He broke that barrier down. You know what I'm saying? For people like Mike, people like you, people like me, people like Cyber, can break that fucking mold and be like, yo, we can be big up, but yeah, we can still do this, that, and the third, because why? We know what the fuck that we're doing. We're not just doing it just to fucking do it. Anyway, but breaking that mold, and you know Vince McMahon's fucking model already. He's only mentioned this big, young, big guys, built guys. Keith Lee is not a fit big guy that he wants to put on his TV screens. There's no goddamn way. Why do you think Bobby Lashley got the title? Because he's a big, built up, immaculate guy. He can sell masculinity. Keith Lee cannot do that. Why do you think he wears a onesie? Plain as day, folks. No matter how much gooder he looks in the ring, it's all about what the imagery looks like on TV as well. That's the reason why Vince McMahon had to let him go. And the pandemic had really hurt Keith Lee as well. Because all that time he could have been up by now, that flat out stopped because low production, the first set of releases, and afterwards, all the shit that was, that's been going on for the last close to 2 years. Now it's affecting everybody in certain ways. This affected Keith Lee in that way. He couldn't get the momentum that he needed to maintain that relevancy. Eventually fade out. He was paying attention to this.
He had a push before he fought COVID. He had a push. They was pushing him.
But then his health issues came into play as well. And that's what put his ass on the bench. And that became an issue behind the scenes. And now rumors just one that he had attitude issues as well, apparently, with the creative. And I totally understand. As we've been saying this, how do you think the creative thinks about Black athletes? They can't write for them. We have to talk for us. This is why this whole scripted promo and shit like that, like you creating my gimmick, no. Trash. Let me create it. Like you let Stone Cold see what he create his. Like how the Rock metamorphosed his for Rocky Maivia to the Rock on his own. You guys didn't do that. He did it. Why can't you get these players the mold to let them play with their own shit and let them see what they come up with? You might never know. Vince, it's not all about what the hell that you think of them. It's what they think that they can see in themselves as well. Same thing for Karrion Kross. I knew from day one, very moment when he got called up, I was like, this is game over for him. The matter is just win. And then the first one, when he came out without Scarlett, that's when I see him right there. I'm like, nope, he's done. And then he comes out with the Sultan match from 1995. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, I gotta break my character for this one. And y'all heard me say this shit before. They just put the 1995 Sultan mask on this poor man and try to say this is a way to try to market this guy. I literally lost my shit for this guy. I said, Karrion Kross, you need to fucking go right here, right the fuck now. You need to go up the bench and say, I quit. I don't care. If you got hit with the lawyer fees, just do it. Get the fuck out of here, because there's no way, defamation of character-wise, you mean to tell me that this is what's going to build his career compared to what the fuck he did at Impact, then coming over to NXT, maintaining that, and still grow within that boundary? And then you already put a ceiling on this guy? Fuck out of here. No. Wolf packaging was just damaging for both guys. Now, Nia Jackson's situation, I don't know how to feel about this one. She was rated on TV, asked for time off, had more time, asked for more time off because she has a mental issue and some of that going on, even though they gave her a schedule to come back. But after when she said that, she's on the chopping block. Now, I don't think it's that simple. I think if you look at her whole entire career, number one, she's known for injuring others. So a lot of times, a lot of people are going to get injured. And we've seen that shit before. Oscar, Kyrie Sane, couple of times, Charlotte,
Becky.
Becky. Like Jesus, like there's a lot of people that she injured. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was long overdue. And I kind of said this too. Like this was like sooner or later they're gonna use this shit against her. They'll be like, well, we can get you for this, but we can't get you for that. So they'll say like the FBI. You know what I'm saying? If they lose a case against you, they'll find another way to get your ass back in that court. They're never gonna stop. So no matter what, time was ticking for her. Now Harry Smith, he was lost in the mist ever since. So
I forgot they even signed him.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was just lost in the mist and he was just forgotten about, period. Now, Eva Marie, thank God. I don't want to see her ass on my fucking TV screens anymore. At least you did some good WWE. At least I got some type of praise for that. At least that. Unless people were talking shit about y'all the whole damn episode, at least I gave y'all one credit. At least you did that one correctly. We don't need to see that shit on my TV screen. I think no one even wanted her there. Me again, you dropped the ball with this one too. Definitely. You could have been executed this thing a long fucking time ago. But I kind of said this to y'all before. The WWE's racist. Gail Kim even Ben vaguely say this, and why do you think this was about to be another Gail Kim incident waiting to happen? So thank God she's out of there. So not surprised, but thank God I think they wanted to avoid an incident instead of getting worse. So get her out of there. And the whole reckoning thing killed her off too. So Scarlett, yeah, as I said, for me, they was gonna screw her over too. There was no way they were gonna keep her with Cross. They was gonna split her off and have her do her own little shit. And what that didn't work. Wasted time. She's gone first. Ember Moon, here we go again with this. This is a revolving door with her. This is a second time within 2 years. What the fuck are you doing with this girl? Stop playing with her. Now, Frankie Monet, that's sad. Because I also said, damn, I'm not surprised that John Morrison wasn't on this list.
He probably next.
I don't know, but unless they got something built up for him when Miz comes back, whatever that is, or I don't know. But I think they're relying on the Miz to come back to continue that storyline with John Morrison, because there's no way he becomes like the Guru kid from Recess.
But wait, ain't Miz a free agent though? He can probably sign with anywhere.
Who?
Miz.
No, he's drafted to Raw, I think.
He's on Raw.
Yeah, he's just still doing that Dancing with the Stars shit. I think he made it like quite far right now.
Yeah.
Currently,
No,
right?
he actually just
recently.
just recently got eliminated this past week.
Okay, so which means he's about to come back within the next week or two.
So they'll probably give him like a week off, and then he'll be back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So only Larkin. So damn, what's gonna happen with Danny Butch? Because he's part of that tag team. So I don't know what's gonna happen now when it comes to him.
He'll probably be
B-Fab.
part of he'll probably be part of the next round of cuts.
Maybe. B-Fab. Excuse me. Fuck you, WWE. You definitely ain't shit for this movie, you son of a bitch. That's all I gotta say about that. Just you play with too many people's livelihoods. You have people's lives in your hands. WWE was formerly a mom and pop store before it went mainstream and corporate. Let's just say that much. So AEW, for the betterment of wrestling mankind, stay as a mom and pop store. Just do that. Just if you can try to maintain that philosophy between the two, I think you guys will understand. But because this right here, if I was in her shoes, I'd be pissed. I'd be really fucking pissed. But I know she is sweating it because she already said on Twitter, like, this is my second love. You're saying I could bounce back from this and say I got other shit to do. Well, she already got a plan in motion, so I'm not surprised. And the rest of this list, which is a bunch of jobbers, besides Grand Metalik and Liz Sereno of the Lucha House Party, they've been wanting to get the fuck out of there. So they happy they got their wish, so I can't be mad for them. Now they're fucking free. Now they just like 30 days. Let's go. Or 90 days, whatever. But the clock's ticking for them, so they waiting. They waiting patiently. But what's unknown is the 4 of them were released because they were unvaccinated. So I just want to know who. But they're not going to disclose that information to the public, I guess. So that's only a matter of who it was for that matter, and then that's their own opinion. But you know what that mandate's about to start happening January 6th, I think. The higher companies now are going to have the employees start getting that shot and shit. So eventually that whole locker room is going to have to either do it or somebody's going to have to walk out that damn door. You might never fucking know now. Other companies might be fluctuating their talent too. So it's not about just what this one company is doing. It's what the country is doing. So there's more to this shit. But we wish them all the best of luck. Bounce back. If y'all want to talk, reach out to us, please. Each and every one of y'all, I don't care who's listening, reach out to us. For real. And the Ring of Honor people too, because I know you guys are about to go through some crazy time, especially when it's holiday season too. So, you know, we hear y'all, we hear y'all want to talk, even when we're on our season break. We'll still be here to talk to y'all. But the last thing we want to talk about real quick is John Moxley's inpatient treatment for alcohol. He went in Tuesday. So we going to send him the best of love and speedy recovery. And just the fact that he self-awareness is key, folks. If you know that you're going through something and you know that you need help, go get the fucking help that you need, please. We seen too many good people in wrestling die early because of shit like this. And we don't need, we cannot afford to lose John Moxley, please, though. Shaw would probably be devastated. She would have been like, I'm taking a couple weeks off. I gotta mourn this shit for real, for real. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Like, we don't need people, we don't need people like that in the wrestling community to lose someone that early, that suddenly because of shit like this. Please get the help that's necessary that you guys need for anything at all. If you got problems at home, problems at work, whatever the fucking it is, and whatever that you're doing to coping the pain, and that seems like it's getting too extreme, get the help that's necessary. Please get the help that you need. That goes to everyone in this goddamn group, as well as myself.
All right. I have a couple quick things to throw in here really quick. Sure. First off, big congratulations to Kenta. He actually just won the IWGP United States title.
He did.
And WWE just announced the Raw team for Survivor Series. We have Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and then the Mysterios. That's their team for the Survivor Series.
Trash already. Trash already. I can already smell SmackDown winning this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can smell SmackDown winning this too. No official announcements come up yet for SmackDown's team. I don't know if they're going to release it right now, but Raw has officially been announced. Other than that, I mean, we pretty much hit everything that I feel like was necessary for this week. I mean, the big thing was the whole massive releases from WWE. Again, like Dukes and Blackheart have said, WWE, you ain't shit.
Let's hear the following words from your two-time OTTR Chumpy champion, Mike.
Yes. It's time once again
God.
for the closing segment. Gotta bring the gold out. Y'all know what it is.
Hey, go. That's
you see the name, two-time champ. I'm here. It's been a sobering week. Just take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. That's all I gotta say. I know I'm gonna take care of myself in a couple weeks. I'm gonna go out and have a good time when I retain this title in a couple weeks. So be blessed. Be blessed.
Blackheart, you better take that off of him. Get that cockiness right out of him. Oh my God, do it.
Dukes go, please.
Mike, title like it's really classic right now. No bull. But I will go to the old saying, but since since the dudes of all these wrestlers, especially some of the favorite wrestlers that I kind of like or release, surprisingly, I won't do it, but fuck you, WWE, you ain't shit for that. Old bastards, racist pricks. Some of y'all fans out there, you already know how it is. Enjoy the show, love it, watch this, but stay true to yourselves and be blessed.
Mike, I'm not even gonna yell at you, bro. I'm not gonna do none of that. That's the old me. This is the new me. All I'm just gonna say is November 13th, Saturday hopefully by midnight, which practically we will be in the middle of a taping that night. So I think, or we might have to just do an earlier episode the day before just to squeeze that day out our schedule. And by Sunday morning, midnight, I'm gonna be taking a picture with that fellow belt right in back of me, in back of my screen, and I'm gonna just have a bunch of crying out, laughing emojis across it. 2 times these nuts. People, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, share this, that, hit the notifications bell to stay up to date with all the content that we provide for you for OTTR. We got a couple of after darks coming up soon, and we got a little takeover to do November 20th for our season finale, fellas. Whose podcast are we gonna be invading? Stay tuned as we're gonna give a nice little update on that. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, we bid y'all do. Catch y'all next week.
Ain't no competition, we report, you gon' listen. Never no mercy, we bring the ring to the streets. If you don't know, you better find out off the ropes. Here to prove a point, #1 in the league. Bet you don't wanna tussle with us, know where to hide or run. Step in the ring, you're done, you're never stepping out again.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the roof, representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So turn your back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
Took your chances, now it's time to show you what's on. In a ring, off the ropes, best believe that we strong. Day in, day out, off the ropes for life.
Y'all think I forgot about y'all again? Damn. The only thing I couldn't do was change the souls to red, which that kind of sucks, but you know, you get the gist. But you get the gist of it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go support, man. Go support OTTR, man. We on the rise again, man. I got new shit in mind. I got new shit coming for y'all, man. Y'all better stay the fucking tuned with me, yo. Y'all thought I fucking forgot about the slides too? Y'all know that I come fully equipped and well prepared, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? So we got the couple new color scheme designs, you know what I'm saying? The white and black. You heard. Thank you.